Hello guys, welcome to Programming Bro. I am RK. In this section we are going to talk about CSS and going to know three types of CSS. So I am going to use in HTML file only. First I am going to create my HTML file and going to start server. So that I am going to run my Python program main.py here. File task file name. Then I am going to 13. Oh sorry, it's get worse thing. I'm going to just see Alt L. I'm going to make it again Q13 13.html. Oh, I have to delete that file now. So I'm going to open my code editor and we're going to talk about some editors also here. First I'm going to cut this thing. God, what the hell is this? This thing. We have seen some post. I'm going to open. I'm going to delete this thing. I'm going to open my terminal here. Again run my command, which is to13.html. to13.html. Why it's showing me an error? Oh sorry, it's 14 I think. Sorry for my mistake. Qt14.html file is created and server also started. Now I'm going to close this file Qt13. I'm going to open my Qt14.html here. Now in this we're going to use CSS. So first talk about CSS properties. First I'm going to add a command. I'm going to add backslashes here because I'm going to add everything in this slashes only. Now just talk about CSS here. First in HTML we have three types of CSS. First we know why we are going to use CSS. We have created a layout of TikTok in yesterday I think, tiktok.html. First I'm going to open this in my, I'm going to cut out this everything. I'm going to open my server here and just localhost. I get a suggestion localhost 8000 port. I'm going to open Tut14, sorry not Tut14, tiktok.html. We have created this layout using CSS, some CSS in previous video. You can watch that video. I'm going to cut this thing now. First you can use CSS to style your website and you can make it responsive also. First we know how many types of CSS are. In HTML there are I think there are three types of CSS. Sorry. First is inline CSS. Another is internal CSS, and third is external CSS. Now what is the difference between this? In inline CSS means, first example I'm going to give. Just save this file now. Now just I have a div tag thing. I have a div tag here. Just div tag here. I'm going to explain IDs and classes in next class, in next video. So first we have a div tag here. In div tag I have span tags here. I'm going to add 3 span tags here. 3 you can get. I'm going to take 3 on here. Just tab is autocomplete thing. I'm going to write one. First thing I'm going to Alt Z. I'm going to write curly bracket here. Here $sign and para. Just tab here now. Yeah, I don't like this thing. We get para 1, para 2. Yeah, I'm going to save this file here now. Just refresh this thing. I'm going to open my tude14.html here. We get para 1 para, 2 para, 3 para. Why we getting this thing? Because span is inline block element, means it take the width how much its content, the matter contains. If I increase the matter, it increase its size only. So first thing is this, like div tag, it is a block element, means it take the whole width of its parent. First I'm going to show you by inline CSS. To use inline CSS, we have to add an attribute called style here. Style here. I'm going to add this. This is the syntax. So to which you want to add CSS, just add this attribute. I'm going to style this div tag here. Div tag container of parent container of these 3 span tags. So I'm going to add style attribute here. Then I'm going to make background color should be yellow. I'm going to save this file. Now we get a background color of yellow to this container. We have get this, but we not style this tag. So span tags, if I add same style here with different color, you can see a difference here. Just copy this thing, come here, just alt paste, but I'm going to give here red here to make you understand how it's working. I had saved this file. Yes, we had get the first para has red color here. This much. We have only added this attribute to this only span tag, so we get only style to this span tag, but it is not recommended for web development. If you think you want these types of 3, you want these tags like 3, so you're going to copy paste like me now. I'm doing here. Just copy this. Yes, we get this thing, but it is not a good practice because we're going to tap much thing here, so it is not recommended by me. Just cut this thing. Save this file now. Now inline CSS used only for a div tag which may be different from another and you not want to include in your internal CSS. To use internal CSS we have a tag which we have to use in head. The tag name is style only. Style snippet we get and snippet here. So to syntax of tag is just style and just do this style, but here two now we have to save this thing. Now think I want these three span tags should be red color, so I'm just going to add a style tag here. I'm going to add snippet, just cut this media on, then tab. Here I want to make every span tag as red here. Span tag, span. I'm just targeting every span tag here, so just write tag name to which you want to target and just add curly brackets here. Just I'm going to make background color, we get suggestions here also. Just add this. Now just I'm going to make it red here. Now we have code reusability here, means we have just written one time and use three times here like this. We have three span tags, but writing only one time we had colored everything here. Just there is no change in output. Yes, same thing here, but think I want to make font color should be white here, so just write color here. There is a property of color in CSS which be white. You can use hexacolor or hexacolors also and RGB values also. I'm going to use most of the cases I just use RGB values because it's easy to readable, and not use hexacolor because we can't understand which color going to form. So we have just used this thing. Now there is external CSS. Now external CSS we have to, first thing I'm going to write it 0.5. First thing you need a CSS file. Extension should be CSS. And second thing you have a tag called link here. Item CSS, we have get CSS here. Just there is a href here. Here you have to write path. Just I'm going to do this and type relation. Rel means relationship. What is the relationship between this file and our HTML file? Means it is a style sheet, and in href we have to give a path and type. It is optional, these two are optional, you can use or not, it depend on you. I'm just not going to use this two, but it is good practice to keep this, but I not use it because our browser is that much intelligent, it understand easily it is a CSS file. Just save this thing. Now I'm going to show you a example with, now I'm going to change this HTML file to CSS. Now just come here, I'm going to open folder here, open folder, internal Whititudes, in my Whititudes file, then CSS folder. Just select this thing, we have CSS file here. Now we're going to cut this file from, no, we are not going to cut this file here. I'm going to do copy paste after my video. So just here I'm going to create another file called CSS here. I'm just like name it style.css because in some, what can we tell about, just like index.html which automatically runs on server, like this it is also be. So I'm going to add in this, just I'm going to make alt C to copy and alt V to paste. But here now we're going to style. First thing I'm going to make a what I'm going to make a div tag. In the div tag, first I'm going to give a br tag here. Then another thing, here I'm going to create a ul, means unordered list. Here I'm going to add a list element. I'm going to do plus li plus, means it make me how much I need. This just I'm going to do li, just I'm going to create multiply. Here I just want four li's here, so I'm just tab here. Why it's not working? Just tab. Now here I'm going to think it is a neighbor, so I'm just writing home services, then just contact help, about I'm just going to move this to make it third position. I'm going to use this. Now just we have get service home service about contact here. Now I'm just style this using css file. First we're going to copy the syntax here. I'm going to adjust here. I'm going to include on top of this, because if you have added style tag, downside is get high means it get more value than link. It's override this some properties we have written here. So I'm going to make it href should be where my href / for present directory in current directory, then file name .css. just save this here. I think I'm just going to make it blue. I'm going to show you example, so I'm just making it blue. Another, I'm going to target my ul tag here. Just come here. Now what can we do? I'm going to make background color origin. I'm not going to use blend mode. I'm not going to use it also. Should be, I'm going to give this in RGB value, so write RGB snippet. What is this? I don't know. Oh, display table row group. Just write RGB, then brackets here RGB, RGB. We get an RGB here. Now in this we have to give how much you want R value, means red value. I'm just going to give red here. Then what is green value should be, I'm going to add 150. Then I'm going to add RGB blue value. Now what should be blue value here? like I'm going to add it only 20, only 10, 20, yeah. Just this thing, why we are getting error, unexpected display, where have we used here. I have not seen the thing, so we get an error. Now we just do this, we get thing, but we have return span tag should be blue color because we have override some properties. I'm going to show you here. We have just made this thing here, means we have made this background should be blue, color should be white, but in HTML file we have override this properties using style tag. Just here you can override some properties in CSS and many more things. I have tell you 3 types of CSS here, how we going to work and do. Now we have made this everything. We have styled our div tag using inline CSS. We have styled our span tags using internal CSS and our UL tag using external CSS. I think you have understand now. Now just talk about some best editors for web development. First thing, I'm going to add slashes here. You can add anything, but I like to use slashes, so you can. In JavaScript, double slashes recognize as comments, so just comments in comments, I think it's maybe. So first is writer. First place it is writer, because before I only use writer text editor. Then I will recommend you easy HTML. I think easy HTML. If you are learning, use these two editors to make your CSS, and it make you just run from any file, you get your result. I'm going to show my demo here, so I'm going to save this thing. I'm going to install from my files here. I had deleted that file, so I'm going to install it from Play Store. What can we do now? Just come here, just write Studio. What we can do, just writer. It is a free HTML editor. It is a good IDE, means integrated development environment. It is a good IDE for web development. It is just 1.45 MB, not much. I like to play millimeter, what you call it, but I like to play that game only. I'm going to see my get hang. I had opened this file here, application, sorry. I'm going to just allow this thing. We get some policies here, privacy policies. You can read this, but I'm not going to read. I like this editor's dark theme, which I love to know. You can just run your HTML file, just type here HTML, just means HTML file, just add here. For snippets you have to click this thing here. Now another, you need to type this. It have auto indent facility also. In some editor you not have, because I am suggesting this editor because when I am beginner, I just use this editor, and this editor works very best. This editor use Zen coding, means Zen codings means just I'm going to add a comment here, but you have to add comments manually here. Just by here, then now here's Zen codings. I'm going to give you about Zen coding. Zen, Coding. Why these editors use Zen coding? First thing means I'm going to tell you some what advantages of Zen coding. Zen coding just tell us to type the style. Just in Zen coding you just type greater lesser than sign and HTML and just write here a closing tag. Is automatically creates the opening tag like this. Oh, we have great body tag, but I think it should be because we have created HTML tag at upside, so it's giving us body tag HTML. HTML T not HTML. Second thing, you get suggestions, like suggestion is attribute which is our Android also use some Zen coding here. Zen coding, another and many things. Just I'm going to use these things which is next page. I'm going to use my Tut 14 and HTML file. I'm just telling this one thing here. I'm going to open. I'm just going to copy this thing here. Let's see. Why we're not getting? Oh, it doesn't support thing. Oh, I forgot because I'm not using it for many years, I think. Oh, what the hell is this? You have to manage it by your fingers. Just going to copy here this thing and just going to open my file which in YTTube, my basic HTML. Then going to open HTML. We have to get color combinations here to highlight something here. I'm going to open another file, like just I'm going to open CSS file. Where is CSS file? Style.css is outside. If I change this thing, just like I'm going to make color should be if you just write call here, then just enter here, you get an autocomplete here. Now what I'm going to make is royal blue, or you can make it tomato also, but I'm going to save this file here. But if you can run your HTML file from here only, and it is very fast also. Just open, we get our result very high, very fastly. So I just recommend Android here, but in web development you must use a code because it is a good IDE for web development and beginners also. You can use Android also, but nowadays you must use a code for rapid development on Android. So guys, let's meet in next video. In next video we're going to talk about IDs and classes and selectors, some selectors also. I'm going to tell you in brief matter. So wait for next video. Let's meet in next video. Bye bye.